Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the ZX Spectrum, and we're going to be looking this time at a game called Crack Up. There's also a game called Crack Down, but we haven't looked at that yet. This one's called Crack Up, published by Atlantis Software in 1989. A game that also came out on the Amstrad CPC, the BBC Micro, Commodore 64 and the Atari 8-bits. We'll be playing this on joystick. It's it's a Breakout clone really. Breakout was in the arcades in 1976. So get ready player one, that's me. So if you use a Breakout, here we go. It's the most basic it gets. You've got a bat and you've got a ball. You must keep hitting the ball into the wall to destroy various bricks. When you destroyed all the bricks, you're on to the next stage. But of course we all know this. Like all good Breakout clones, there should... Oh, excuse me, I almost coughed to death then. Like all good Breakout clones, should be some power-ups there too. There's a power-up, but I can't get that because I had to get the ball. Now the ball is rather square in this one, but it is quite colourful. 1989, maybe a bit late to the party. My favourite Breakout clone is probably Batty. That's done really well. So this one is a little bit late, but it does what it says on the tin. It is pretty much Breakout, but this is Crack Up. Now other Breakout clones I've reviewed, if you want to get a bit of a comparison, are Arkanoid, Batty, the one I've already said, which is great, Crackout and Crackout 2, although the second one was a mod, Impact, and also the very first game I ever played on the ZX Spectrum was on the Horizons tape, which came with my 48K rubber keyboard, was Through the Wall. And that's more basic than this one, but I prefer that one because, well, the nostalgia is there. Right, I'll get one of these power-ups eventually. Now, the tactic quite often with these games is you try and get the ball behind the wall, so it does a lot of damage. You having to keep hitting it back. Right, I've almost broke a hole in the top there. Boom. Now let's try and get the ball up there. Is that going to go through? No. Right, I think this game has got 5 levels on it, which are selectable, so it's not that big. Right, cool. No editor on this as far as I'm aware. And this is the first, well, I've only recently heard about this one. Crack Up. Oh, it's gone behind. Good, that's good. What does C do? Not quite sure. Not quite sure what that C does. We'll soon find out. It's either going to split the balls or it's going to stick. Right, it's stuck. Right, so we can aim. Yes. So it's not the most exciting of games, but if you want a good Breakout clone, then this is okay. It's nice and colourful. It's yeah, it moves quite well. It isn't overly slippery, but if you want the best one, in my opinion, go for Batty. Yes, check out my review of that. Right, so this is going to take absolutely ages. There's loads of bricks on this thing. Don't know how many of these sticks we've got. Probably better in 2-player, but you know, 1976 the original Breakouts. This is right at the beginning when games were just starting to get going. Haven't seen this on the Amstrad CPC or Commodore 64, but I guess it plays very similar. The colours may be a little bit different. Spectrum games always look like Spectrum games, so they've got that that 8-colour basic palette, but you can expand that by using the code Bright1 to actually double that. As a keyboard I've played this, well, every now and again, but it's not the most exciting game in the world, but it isn't supposed to be. It's just basically destroying brickwork. Would keep a kid out of trouble, so I wouldn't have been disappointed if I bought this back in the day. It does pretty much what you'd expect it to. Ball physics are okay. Sometimes the ball goes slow, sometimes it goes fast, which is okay. It's a bit of extra skill to the game. Right, am I going to get off level 1? Well, probably not. There's too many bricks to hit. I remember when I was like playing Through the Wall initially, there was always a half brick in the side. Oh, that's good, it's doubled. Right, can we get this one stuck? There's always like a half brick at the end you couldn't get, but this one looks like it's made up just of full bricks. Oh, where are they going to go? Both different directions now. Right, might be hard keeping these both in play. There's 1, 2. Oh, they're next to each other. Right, aim. Oh, no. That's probably the worst shot ever. Right, how are these going to bounce off? Oh, they've gone in different directions this time. One's going quick, one's going slow. That made it difficult. So just these bricks on the right-hand side. As soon as we get those, we'll be on to level 2. But the first 5 levels, I think, are selectable. So good. But I think there are only 5 levels. I might be wrong. Oh, man, I'm getting a bit bored now. How do you make a Breakout game exciting? Well, I've probably sort of done it before. So, yeah, as I said, if you want to check out other Spectrum reviews, let's try and up the start level. Start level 2. Look at Arkanoid, Batty, Through the Wall, Crackout 2, and Impact. There's probably some other ones I've forgotten about I reviewed. We've reviewed loads by now. Well, this is interesting. Right, so this is a bit of skill. We need to get those bricks in those U-shaped things. Right, so try and work out your rebounds here. Is that going to go in one? Yep. No. Oh, man, this is going to take ages. Yes, and I haven't got infinite lives here. If you had this game back in the day, let me know. Did you go through all the levels legitimately? Whoa, that's one. Good. Right, that's one done. Go in. No, it missed it. This stage, I think it's going to be a bit infuriating. Yes, it is going to be infuriating. I like that font, though. That's quite good. The big letters. Right, this is where our best chance of getting it. Let's aim for the green one. Go in. Yes. Was that going to... Oh, right, 2. Right, so there is hope. So we just need the magenta one in the top left, and then we're cooking on gas. Go in. No. Right, it's always the same, isn't it? You've got one brick left or one thing to get, and you just miss it all day. Is this review going to go on for 5 hours while I try and get that magenta brick? Well, no. If the footage does, I'll certainly edit it down. But let's just give it a good go. See if I can actually complete a level legitimately, which we probably know already that I can't. Bip, bop, bap. Yes. So at the time of recording, I'm at work. Well, not time of recording, I'm at work. I couldn't record it at work. But the time it's gone live, I'm at work, because I work Saturdays. So yeah, so my answers to the comments might be a little bit slow. Videos at the moment tend to go up on the Saturday, the Spectrum ones, and we tend to do 2 if we've got enough time. So there'll probably be another one up later on. Probably go for early 80s for that one. So I'm not giving too much away. You'll just have to be surprised what it is. Come on, ball. Square balls. If you've got square balls, comment below. Actually, perhaps don't. That's not a very good idea. This game cracks me up. Yes. So there's a, as I said before, there's a Crackdown game, which isn't Breakout. I'm not sure if there's a crack left or a crack right, or other crack games, Crack Commando or something. There are probably a few. But yeah, I don't think they're all by Atlantis Software, which this is. We've done a few games by Atlantis Software recently. Yeah, I mean this is good from a programming aspect. It's just not very exciting, is it? But it's Breakout, and they've recreated it well. I can't fault them really. Couldn't really have done too much else. And meanwhile, Nick hasn't got that magenta brick still. Oh, it's never going to get it. I'm just knocking it around the screen in hope. Game over. Well, that's a bit of a relief. Let's just let's do the last level maybe. Start level 5. Right, here we go. This will be the biggest challenge, I presume. Get ready, player 1. That's me, if you haven't realised. Right, well, that's an interesting shape. Right, so the ones at the start... There we go, got it behind. That's what I wanted to do before. Oh, looks like some of these bricks take a couple of hits before they die, which is going to make it extra difficult. Right, try and get it behind again. Good. Right, power up. What does that do? Not quite sure. Might have made the ball gone slow. I'm not 100% sure there. No, it didn't really do anything, did it, that power up? S. S must stand for slow, though. Oh, annoyingly. So, yeah, the way you can go wrong in this is when you try and get the power-ups and then miss the ball. They like tempting you. So quite often you have to ignore them. D, what does that do? Right, double balls. If you've got double balls, comment below. No, don't. Don't do any of those things I'm telling you to do. Boom. Right. Right, okay, so we knocked off the left-hand side. Looks like when the brick goes magenta, it only takes one more hit to go. Right, so and then, yeah. So what do? They go green, then magenta, and then you can take them out. I'm not sure if you can get the yellow one straight away. They might take a few hits. Yes, okay, so this level takes a bit of doing. Probably takes quite a few minutes to complete. I don't know if I've got the patience to do that in a review type thing. I've got stuff to do. I've got to clean up stuff and cook myself some dinner. I don't have a butler or maid or anything. Yeah. In the future, we'll all have robot butlers, but until then, we'll just have to make do with an 8-bit game from the 1989. Mrs. Mop, that's a good game. If you want a robot person, check that out. When I say good, that's of an era, to be honest. If you haven't checked that review, do so. A long time ago I reviewed that. But Mrs. Mop, Yeah, you could make a game out of anything back then. That game was about sort of like a Mary Poppins sort of character going around clearing up a single room. Yeah, excellent. So it's a housework simulator. Great. Yeah, I know what you mean. You think, what? So if you're going to list your top 10 housework simulators, Mrs. Mop has got to be in there. I'm struggling to name the other 9. Probably some version of Sims or something. I don't know what the most recent version of Breakout is, if someone's redone it, but it's one of those games that's been done to death by everyone. You do get games a bit like that, don't you? It's like there's lots of asteroid clones, there's lots of Panic clones, there's lots of Breakout clones and Pac-Man. So there's ones that get done over and over again, and Space Invaders as well, of course. In the absolute hundreds, but they changed the names ever so slightly to avoid, well, getting sued, I presume. Bit trickier to do now with PS4 games, but back then everything was, well, free game, to be honest with you. There wasn't too much licensing and copyright rows. Right, player 1 is still getting ready. What have I done? About half of this so far? Kaboom. Right. Yeah, so I don't know. Playing these games, it might improve your coordination. Not sure. It might improve your IQ. Not sure about that either. But yeah, it's a bit of concentration, a bit of distraction, like a lot of these retro games are, especially the simple ones. You've had a stressful day at work or college or school, or in space. Let's say that as well for some reason. Then this is a good way of relaxing. Yes. Right. It's just a question of I can do this now, isn't it? I don't seem to be aiming extremely well. If this was a darts game, the dart wouldn't even be hitting the board, be in someone's ear hole or in someone's pint, which is probably not recommended at the pub. Few darts games. Oh, the bat went big. I didn't even notice that. I presume that's helping me. Yes. Right, come on, Nicky, you can do this. How long have we been playing this? Too long, I think. Whoa, a game better to play than to watch, I'm guessing. God, that's going very fast. Look at the speed of that thing. Now, this isn't in fast forward. Maybe the YouTube wants me to get on with it. But that's going super fast. Right, how many lives we got left? I've lost count. Not too many. Right, aim. That's gone green. Next, it'll go magenta. There we go. And then we'll hit it again. It'll disappear completely. What we got? What's 8 bricks left? Take it from behind. 1, right. 7 bricks left. I was just working 8 minus 1 there in my brain. That was without a calculator. So congratulations to me. Whoa, right. 6 left. That should take. No, that's gone green. Right. So they need to go pink first of all. Magenta. There we go. Oh man, this is painful. As a kid, I think, you know, I would have played Batty the most. If I only owned this, I would have played this. But, yeah. It's on a par with Impact, I suppose. Not much sound there to speak of. Just the ball bouncing, but that's okay too. Right, we'll just do this level, then we'll call it a day. Honest. I just want to finish this. I don't want to end it here. Right, 5 left. Exciting. So we need to hit the green ones twice. Right, there we go. What's that X going to do? Not quite sure. 4 left. If you're still with me, well done. A lot of you would have gone ages ago. You would have got the gist of it. Come on. 3 left. Which I've got to hit twice. Yes. Oh, man. I need a heat sink here, or a bigger ball perhaps. It's one of those games where I'd like to see the coding, because the ball rebounds are good. Right, this is my best chance now at the start. Aim. Good. I need a bit of luck here. That's going to be good, isn't it? Right, okay, so 3 bricks left. I just need to hit them once each and they're gone. That's going to get 1. No, it hasn't. Come on, try and line. It's not a very, very big landing area for the bat to line up. Oh, I just missed it by inches. This might be a chance. Oh, it was a chance, but I fluffed it up. Come on, off the back wall. It's going slow enough. Oh, Nicky. You might as well admit defeat here. Whoop, ow. If you've completed this, then well done you. Right, that's good. That was harder to do than getting any of them. Good. 2 left. I must get it now, just by sheer fluke, surely. Good, good. Right, 1 left. What could possibly go wrong? 1 left, and then we've done it. Game over, player 1. Well done me. So I hope I hope you liked having a look at that one. I didn't mind it, although it wasn't brilliant. Fonts are good. It's a bit late in the day, really, to compete with all the other ones. So yeah, hope you liked having a look at that. That was Crack Up on the ZX Spectrum 48K, published by Atlantis Software in 1989 and based on the arcade cabinet Breakout from 1976. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.